Hey everyone, we're going to show you how to basically take a website that you built inside Divi and then make it responsive on laptop, tablet, and phone, mobile. So yeah, let's get started here. Um, so everything's laid out pretty good on desktop. Um, so let's just start with the header here. So what we're going to do is, maybe first go into tablet mode and see what comes up. So a lot of this needs to be changed. So let's do this. Okay, the drop down menu in the background. I would say let's maybe use this color. Drop down menu line color. Yeah, I want to steal this. Right. Let's steal that color. I'm going to put that in the back. So you have to do it for mobile. So it comes mobile background. Okay, so now we got that. Active link, mobile menu text color. Let's just make it white. So let's just test that and see what it's going to look like. So I think that's a lot better than where it was at. I think we can still adjust it a little bit here. So let's go back. So this line color, you can use that white right there just to give that little separation. And this looks good, pretty good. One thing I want to do is change these icons, the size. I just think this thing is way too big. And this is how you can do it responsively, right? You can click on this little icon, and now we can actually adjust it for each of these. So, just want to make this thing a little smaller. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Elements, logo. So I want to make sure. Oh wait. So I think it looks good on tablet, but it gets really small here. So maybe we'll delete this on mobile. It looks fine on there and there. And then what we'll do for mobile is actually add a new picture there. So let's just hit this. Let's add a new module in there. So we'll go to image, and then we can select that same logo image. Where did it go? Alright, there it is. And you can do some things over here. So visibility, we'll disable on tablet and desktop. So you can only see it on the phone. Now this has, a bigger logo. I think we can actually come in here and come down to sizing. Bring this down to a center alignment. I think that looks a lot better. So let's save that. And we can look at all the different views. And I mean, you can just not have the logo embedded right here, and then you can just have this, and you can size it differently, instead of having this, like, in this little module it has the window, and you're putting the logo in here, which is fine, but you might just want to just use the menu and then use that, and then you can adjust the size of this, so that way you don't have two and then disable it on one. And it's just going to look cleaner when you're visually looking at it. But we can see it from here. So if we do this, so I mean, oops. I mean, in a lot of ways, it might just be better to get rid of. Let me see if I can size this down. So we could size this down to there. Okay, perfect. Then for mobile, that's pretty much dead on. So what we'll do is we'll save that. Actually, we'll come back so it's visible. But it's a good thing I showed you that so you can see that, but I'll just save that, come back to this module, delete the logo here, and then we have a separate image and then the menu underneath. So it's just going to be better, easier, a little more simplified. Let's go up here. So the sizing must have changed. So it looks like it went to auto. So we can come to here and then pull this down just so it gets a little bigger. Let's test these ones. Alright, so now we have, every single step here at different percentages. So this is at 87, this one was at 69, this one was at 50. I think that looks a lot better. So we can click save, and now that whole entire header is actually completely responsive on all of these three different devices. So you can scroll down here and start doing some similar things. Let's click that. It's pretty good. I feel like this could be a little smaller. So this is something cool right here. You click, like I said, you click this same button to get the responsive. If you want to make these smaller, what you want to do is basically just change it, because right now it's at heading 3 or heading 2, so you can change it if it would actually respond. Huh. There it goes. Obviously, it's got to be a pain in my butt right now. Alright, yeah, so technically what you should be able to do is change it. There's a drop down that pops up. So let's just do it in here. H4, H4, let's try H3. Alright, so I think, that looks a little bit better on the mobile. Everything else looks fine. So we can save that. Another thing is I noticed on this footer, it looks all fine, in desktop view, but then everything's pushed to the left when I think, it should all be aligned center when you hit these different devices. I think you want it pinned to the left on the desktop, but you want it center alignment on tablet and phone. So let's go ahead and do that. So like I said, I'll just hit Control A, selects all, hit align center. Now everything's in the center. Okay. And go to phone. Phone did it automatically. Desktop, we're still sitting there. Okay. So we're good on that one. So why don't we hit check, hit save. Now we can do the same thing for this one. Come over here. Sometimes you just gotta hover over it until it pulls up because it's like invisible. So same thing. Control A, select all, center alignment. Make sure the phone is the same way. Yep, looks good. Make sure the desktop is still left aligned. So everything looks good. So let's save that. And now this website is good to go on all three of these devices. So the desktop, the tablet, and then the mobile. And typically, whatever works on desktop should work on laptop. You can just kind of like pull your window and make it a little bit smaller if you have a big monitor on a desktop. Kind of like what I'm working with here. But other than that, that's how you get everything responsive. There are some tools that you can buy that actually break this down. Like if you want to like break it down to different, ratios, like 1200 by 600 or whatever you want to do. It all exists. So there's some Divi extensions you can get, but this is like the basic Divi, and to me this is really all you need to get everything responsive. So I hope this helps. I'll see you on the next training. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and follow us, subscribe to our newsletter, and we'll see you on the next one.